Hello Superhero You, welcome to the Ugly Truth Superhero YouTube channel, the place for motivation and talks about real-life facts. In today's episode we make a step forward and talk about the real thing that keeps us back, why half of the planet population is stuck in the past, plus another quarter of humans are stuck in the present. The mental issue and problem is called post-traumatic depression or post-traumatic stress disorder. Meaning post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, is a mental health condition that's triggered by a terrifying event, either experiencing it or witnessing it. Symptoms may include flashbacks, nightmares, and severe anxiety, as well as uncontrollable thoughts about the event. Here is the ugly truth. I had some small work accidents. I have seen a colleague cutting his finger. I almost lose one finger, but thank God I have all them 10. I experienced a piece of poverty when I was child. We, me and you, experienced refusal, the refusal of a woman, or a man, unrequited love or one-sided love. I have 5 years of living also this experience. Another issue is family problems, hunger, failure, hard times, people who were abused, beaten or punished, betrayed in love, or betrayed by so-called loyal friends, forgotten by family, health issues. Now we have this pandemic coronavirus issues. All these words are life facts that stop us from growing, stop us from going forward and make the change to make the step forward. In our days, we have also the problem of options. Where to work, where to find true love, to buy or to rent, to make something or to be lazy one more day. We are undecided and afraid of making a move forward, and time goes by, and we are still there. Still here, still doing nothing. The ugly thing with this post-traumatic stress, is that we experienced in the past, and since then we think every day at that moment, and worse, in our mind we think, what if it will happen again? Instead of visualizing the success story of our future, thinking at the moves we should do, the next actions, we think at the bad things. And there is a probability they will repeat. We are what we think. Sad quote. When I went to the driving school I nearly had some accidents. My mind was not focused on the road and driving. I had also this thought, what if I will have a muscle cramp while I was driving the car? And the trauma, the cherry on the pie, the school instructor didn't let me continue the school. After a few driving hours, he saw that I was not paying attention and I was not thinking at driving facts and road. So I didn't finish the school. We are surrounded by trauma events. I was bitten by a dog when I was a child. All the children were playing with that dog. I didn't, and then he bite me. And in the next 10 years I was afraid of dogs. I am not dog friendly, but I accept them near me. I prefer cats. These life issues are silly and simple. The big trauma in people's life is when they don't have the power and energy to pull themselves up, to rise their heads over the past problems and try to shape a new future. People remain single, miserable, poor. They remain stuck in their thoughts and fears. A definition of fear: a fear is a fake safety insurance. I don't try to change because of the what if could happen. What if a new trauma? This is a motivation video, so in order to take action, there are two options. I am not a psychologist, but these are the two options. You put the trauma moments in a file in your mind and close the thought, accept the past as it was, and never think at it again. Chapter closed. If we had problems with a person, it is better to remain a memory than to remain a issue. When we are fools, naive, people laugh at us. We are bullied, maybe, discrimination, judged. We must remain tough, strong, resilient. The other option is to solve the problem, end the fear, make the change. Pay attention, you make the change, even if you must jump in the unknown ocean of life, taking the leap of faith needed for this step forward. Lessons are hard, painful and rewarding. Many people prefer comfort of the past, comfort of the present, and not having a future. The post-traumatic stress is present via the economic crisis and experiences that we have been through, stress built by the fear of aging, not making it, or life never-ending problems, but there is a light, a way, a belief, change is possible, ask for help, solve your problems one by one, even if it is necessary, we will make compromises, because we don't negotiate with our dreams, our life goals, we will fight and work, until we will make it. The last ugly truth of this episode about trauma stress past is that almost everyone had at least one moment in life, even if your friends and family members or colleagues don't talk about this moment, they had it. Wanna bet? Only looking around you see their fears, their careful way of taking some actions or investments, listen to other people advice, only listen and you see that there are cautious, careful, afraid of not repeating the same mistake. People who has traumatic events try to learn from them, people who didn't experience this kind of life exam, they don't believe it exists, worse, they don't listen and don't care about the given advice. Motivation is in you, you can make it and solve some problems, learn from others, moving forward and live every moment like a blessing moment from God. Every day is a lesson, and behind every talk, every advice, and almost every action is a traumatic life fact that influence the way of transmitting the message. Thank you for listening. I hope this episode was useful and please subscribe.